crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, Mostert. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Gesicki is tight end. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. I know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Ravens had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Go for a lead at 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Injuries delayed Rashad Bateman's arrival into the Baltimore Ravens lineup in 2021, but he still put up 515 yards in 12 games as a rookie. The Ravens do believe a 1,000-yard season is more than possible from their first rounder in 2022. Here, he gets them a 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st rounder, getting in there for the sack. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Malik McDowell there to make the tackle.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. In there to drop him, and now reviewing the box is the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Tua sets up to pass it. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Now the Ravens going to use one more timeouts as they stop with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson running again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him charge out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Well, now they'll try the end around. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down at 4. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. This goes out wide for Drake. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're rolled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Tua will get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 are going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. On play action, here's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they've made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 3. Here's Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. That's Tua's running back complete. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And he hits Drake. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, it's Edwards. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's Tua. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right at the 30. More than one defender there. It's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming up now on 2nd and 15 following that sack. Tua completing this to Waddle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play,
Everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Tagovailoa.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the play?
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes, left side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. First and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, they don't get a touchdown. They don't just get teased.